Hello, friends. Welcome to Earth and Beyond. So, Earth and Beyond is an old MMO from ages past. Let me get the full story up for you, because I don't remember a lot about what happened with the game. Okay. Earth and Beyond was a game by Westwood and EA. Was released in September of 2002. And the game shut down almost 2 years later to the day in September of 2004. This was Westwood's last game. And Westwood Studios made a lot of games you might be familiar with, like Dune, Command & Conquer, things of that nature. After Earth and Beyond, they were pretty much shut down. So they were liquidated and everything was sold off. So this game started development in 1997, and it was originally called Project G. And I will fully admit that I am reading this off of a history page. So I'm skipping the parts that are not essential. Basically, there are 3 races, and each class has 3 different classes you can become. So you can become a Terran, Tradesman, Sentinel, So there is some verbal explanation of what the Genqui Explorer is, but I have not yet been able to run the configurator to turn off music, so I can't have that on right now. You will hear that yourself if you decide to play yourself. You will hear the description of what everything can do when you play through, but unfortunately I have to keep those turned off right now. So we are going to choose Genqui Explorer because that's what I played in live. They're not very defensive. They don't have much offense, but they have high energy so they can travel far. They have high speed so they get there quickly. Limited cargo, but scanning and stealth are high. And we are actually not going to change this guy whatsoever. We'll give them some new clothes. But that's pretty much what they look like. Like I said, old graphics. However, our ship makes a very distinct impression and should be a reflection of us. And you can see there are a lot of things you can change. And now it looks like a clown ship. That's kind of sweet. We'll go with that. I like the ultra metallics. And like I said, this is from 2002, so don't expect things to be stunning. Good enough. We're just going to go with my usual name, and we're going to select a galaxy, and then we're going to play the game. Seriously? And she is talking to us. She's not just waving her hands crazily. In a crazy manner. That'd be a better way to say it. There we go. We have arrived. Let me see if I remember how to... yeah. So it's mouse movement. Navigation options. Controls. Thank you. Please give me walk. I don't see movement. Do you see movement? Camera. Oh, it says left, right, up, down. That seems to control the camera. Oh, that is, we're on the camera. Duh. Begin moving forward. Yeah, I do, because it's going to confuse the heck out of me. Music. I could not get this to run. The EB config to run. Alright, so arrow keys control the camera and the direction we're facing, and W and S control where we're going. Oh, I can turn sound back on, so you guys can hear too. Best equipment. You can see this is way more money than we have. So there is a lot you can buy. Refining terminal. Manufacturing. Intergalactic net. Somewhere you get missions. Alright, we don't have that loaded.
New skill obtained.
Okay, we get first mission.
New mission received.
Now we talk to this guy. So to find an asteroid, and then we have to wait for the pickaxe button above the target display.
New skill obtained. New mission received.
Okay. So we have to go to the...
location discovered.
Refuse area. And I'm playing in a very small window right now. Alright, well, we need to go over here. And we'll just fly over to the refuse area. Okay, we'll warp over to the refuse area. Because it's a little far just to fly over there.
New location discovered. Mission journal updated.
Okay, now we need to find an asteroid. We get experience for exploring and whatnot. Ah, there's an asteroid. Rectaller. Ah, there's a tech level 1. I think that's where we need to start. Wow, I barely remember any of this game. It was fun, though. I mean, I really enjoyed it for what it was. In 2002, this was the space game you would play if you wanted to play a space game. So we need to get close to the asteroid. I don't remember mining. And now we're close to the asteroid. So now...
Mission journal updated.
Now we have prospected. Now we draw it in. And now we draw in some more stuff. Wish mining in all games was like this. While we're here, might as well grab some other stuff. There we go. Nope, insufficient energy. Where is our energy bar? Right there. That took a lot. I don't think we have enough. I don't think we can do it. No, can't do it. Let's go back to the research facility. And dock. And basically this was space travel in this game. I mean, that's
Docking sequence initiated.
the whole of it. You would travel like that everywhere you went, and all of these different places are places you could go. There are 3 races with 3 factions, and I think my movement... Yep, they reset my controls. So now I am back to A and Z. I think we see this guy. Turn with the iron ore. Excellent. Detected a strange energy signal from your cargo bay when you docked. It seems you managed to pick up something extra when it prospected that asteroid. Old piece of rock. Carvings. And this is what they do to draw you to another station, is they give you an item to take over there. So it's not bad. I mean, when you travel to the next station, they're giving you a reason to go there.
Mission journal updated.
I need to find size Hun. It's probably over there. Nope. Oh, right there. Ooh, now we get combat.
New mission received.
Okay, we have to go to the decommissioned transport. Kill some drones.
Spaceborne vessel, you are cleared to perform hold.
Decommissioned transport. And this is warping on rails, so we have to warp over to here to get to here. So as we travel through warp, I can't do that. See, and we make a path through the same place we went to. Is that our weapon? Pulse laser.
New location discovered.
And now we're here. I forget what the range is on our weapons. 90? Yep. And you could do some fancy flying to get through combat. There's a shield regeneration. You can follow him.
Target destroyed.
Okay, we destroyed a drone. And then you loot. And this comes with never getting out of your ship. Everything you see from your ship. So this thing hurt. We might get to experience death. Combat's not very thrilling.
Target destroyed.
Then we just need to find another drone. One flying around there. Banded drone. Follow it. And that means we're in range. And you can get a lot of different weapons for this game. Or at least you could. I don't know how many of them have been implemented into this.
Target destroyed.
But I remember filling a lot of these up. So I remember the top bank toggle where you switch them on or off by bank. Oh, there's a haywire drone. I think that's what we were supposed to kill. And we can drain its shield. So there are abilities we get. And we're getting two at once.
Shield matrix warning. Shield matrix critical.
What the heck is shooting us?
Hull integrity 25%.
And now we're blowed up. Oh, probably could have upgraded our beam weapon. That'd have probably been a good thing. But you have a lot of different skills you can raise. And now we can't move. So now we get to get towed back. And I guess that takes us back to the login. There we go. Now we got towed. We didn't get kicked off. Alright, so I don't... Oh, we have a message. It's a lot of emotes. I don't even remember doing any of these. But hey, for being 2002, pretty decent. Alright, so let's get back in our ship and go try this again. Still got a few more minutes before I usually call these good. But everything seems to be working. So we want to go to the decommissioned transport. Warp. And you can watch, we're traveling on that red rail. And that is warp transport. So when you go to a different sector, you do the exact same thing. In every point you pass, it does the same zoom in graphic. There we go. It's an abandoned drone. There's a haywire drone. Wow, this thing hits hard. And if we had two, we could just do the whole bank.
Shield matrix at 25%. Warning. Shield matrix critical.
Now we're going to start taking damage. See if we can take him out.
Target destroyed.
Got him.
Mission journal updated.
And you can see everything around us here around the borders. So you have a good idea of what is around you without having to look around you. Because you can see there's the transport, there's the drone. There's an abandoned drone, asteroid. Sometimes they get a little hard to get to, but there's a spore nodule. Is that all we needed to do? I think so. One of one. And at some point, this race gets stealth and a bunch of other things.
New heading assigned to 133.002.
There's a Guardian turret, so if you try to take over the world
Docking sequence initiated.
by invading and your opposing faction, they will shoot at you. I'm just going to accept it. It's going to keep resetting our walk commands. And I don't think that's a problem with the game. I think that's a problem with the fact that we could not run the configurator.
Mission journal updated.
And we got 2,200 credits. And we leveled up a bunch. Okay, so like I said, now we have 6,000 credits, so we can actually buy things. But now we have 3 skill points we could assign to different things. We cannot raise our beam weapon, and like things like beam weapon, our current level is 25% damage and accuracy, and we can use level 2 beam weapons. The next one is 50% more damage and increases more accuracy and allows level 3 beam weapons. And it goes all the way up to 200% damage, increased accuracy, and level 9 beam weapons. So you could have all level 9 beam weapons at the bottom and do a lot of damage. You could learn how to build devices. So you could do manufacturing. You can get a cloaking skill. And there's just a bunch of things. The skills are really well thought out. Like your upgrades, you always keep the same ship, but your upgrades are tech levels. So you would upgrade from a level 1 engine to a level 2 engine to a level 3 engine, but you need the skill to be able to use it. So you would go in here and upgrade the skills so we could use level 2 engines and then level 3 engines and so on. And this is the same with devices. Shields, prospecting. This reduces time and energy required to prospect and increases the range, so we don't have to get as close to the asteroids. Plus, then you get the Tech 2 ores, which we couldn't pull out because we didn't have enough energy. We weren't allowed to do it. There's our shield leech skill that we tried to use, which is probably a bad thing. Increases range and amount of drain. So we could have taken the thing down quicker if we would have gotten that, but I'm not going to upgrade any of these right now. This just, and the skills don't necessarily increase your abilities all the time. However, they do have an opportunity to allow you to get more skills or more items that would increase your capability. So we're running over a half an hour, which is usually all I'll spend on these games. I try to keep myself to a limit just to give you a basic introduction and show you that the game is functional. This is pretty much how I remember it. It does run well. We did have one problem when we asked for a tow. We got kicked back to the login screen. I don't know if it's just we had a really shaky install or something's going on, or it needs to clear something up, or I need to review a configuration file. If I intended to play this more, I would probably dig into that a little bit further. But I don't know that we're going to, because even though I really liked Earth and Beyond and I did play for 2 years, it wasn't my favorite game. So there's other things I would rather play, and those are coming up. We've got more emulators to explore. We've got more things to check out. But I did want to show you how to install it if you ever wanted to play it. And I did want to show you that the game is functional with very few problems. So you can do combat, you can do missions, you can check your inventory. I'm having some problems that may be particular to me where I cannot get the configurator to run. So I don't know if I have a locked file or something, because I can't adjust the resolution. So I'm playing in a very small window, and that's less than appealing for me, but I'm pretty sure I can edit the configuration file by itself if I really wanted to. I just need to find the parameters for it, but I can't get the configurator to run, so I can't turn off sound outside the game, among other things. But that's more probably my issue than theirs, because that's something that happens when I'm running the base client. So it may just really not like 64-bit Windows 10. Anyway, as far as how the emulator is functioning, it seems to be functioning just fine. There are certain concessions that you have to use plugins to access through the Net-7 website, but that doesn't sound too terribly hard. You just have those. If you want to play this, you'd have them installed so you could see the news things. You could do the things you wanted to do and pull up the things on the terminals you wanted to pull up. It's just an additional step. I suppose playing this would also be good if you had 2 monitors or more, because then you could keep those open in another monitor while you kept this open. So, as we're now returning to the early days of 3D MMOs, very early days of 3D MMOs, I think this one rates pretty high as far as playability, but it just didn't get the support. So I will say it's good, rate it highly, and if you ever wanted to give the game a try, or you were a previous player, definitely worth your time to check this out, because it is functional and working and in really good kit. So check out the install video if you want to know how to install it. Check out this play video if you want to see how to play it. And that's how we're going to do them from now on. A lot of people have asked me to show how I install things, and today I'm just going to go back through and reinstall the emulators and make videos for those. So I figured going forward, if we do one, I'm just going to show you how the install works before I even play the game. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. I appreciate you watching the video, and take it easy.